All right. I know we've been waiting a little bit long, but I think we could do a little bit better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to bring out the man of the hour, the one, the only, Rey Mysterio! I don't know where he's actually coming from, but you guys can keep clapping until he makes his way out, guys.
How's everyone doing?
Do you want to do this in ring, or where are you most comfortable?
How you doing?
Good to see you again. Okay, great. If you guys wanted to move maybe in front so you can just have a better view, and that's your prerogative. Welcome, Rey. How you doing so far?
Doing wonderful.
It's been a long day already, right? This traffic is insane.
The traffic and the heat.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I'm sure the mask doesn't help, but
I'll tell you what, San Diego's been pretty hot too, so.
Yeah, is that where you've been?
It feels pretty much the same right now.
The humidity.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
But anyway, we're so thrilled to have you here. And Rey said he's going to stay for a little bit after to, make up for some lost time because of the traffic. So as long as that's okay with you guys. So I wanted to start off with this. I'm friends with the wrestler. His name is Ricochet. And I know he's a friend of yours as well.
Yes, sir.
So I messaged him and I said, I'm doing this panel for Rey, and, is there anything that you want me to mention? And he said that he absolutely loves you. And he said, they tell you never to meet your heroes, but you are the definition of what a hero should be. And you're incredibly nice and incredibly kind, and you are exactly what a hero should be to this generation and to the younger generation. So I thought that was incredibly sweet, and I think that those words are so fitting.
He actually mentioned that in a text one day, and this is right before he signed with WWE, and he was like, Rey, it was good hanging out with you, and he wrote exactly what you just said right now. They say you're never supposed to meet your hero because you most of the times you leave disappointed, and he goes, you are the true inspiration of a hero, and you represent him so well. And I thought to myself, is he sick? Yeah, what's going on? And then it just hit me. I said, oh, you're about to sign with WWE, huh? And I said, okay. I said, I'll see you down the road for sure. So in respect to that, I loved working with Ricochet at Lucha Underground. Had a chance to wrestle with him later in Europe in a singles match, and I just think he is the future of wrestling right now.
I would agree with that, yeah. So, we have a microphone set up right over yonder. I know it's a little bit intimidating, but now would be your opportunity if you guys have any questions for Rey. Is anything off limits? Anything that
No.
Okay, so...
Speak. You shall be heard.
We call it spilling the tea, Rey. That's what we call it. All right.
Spill the tea.
Spilling the tea with Rey Mysterio. What's your name?
Jason. Hey, Rey.
What's up?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
It's not so much of a question per se, but just to echo her sentiment about you being a hero. I have some extended family, some in-laws down in Juarez, down in Mexico. And it's a really hard way of life down there. It's a tough place to, be born and raised. But you are their absolute hero. You bring joy to their life. They love watching you, and they swear by you as somebody that they look up to. So I just wanted to say I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll tell you, that humbles me like you have no idea, man. And that's just one family. I try to put in perspective the amount of smiles that I bring around the world, and that just, it fills me up with joy. So thank you very much.
What's your name?
My name is Juan. Nice to meet you, Rey.
What's up, Juan?
I got 2 questions to ask you. I'm going to take you back to WCW. Quick question. There was a promo you had with Kevin Nash when he was in the NWO. And in that promo, you had to, I think if you lose, you have to take off the mask. My question is, when that story happened, I know yourself, you've been wrestling from ECW, WCW, and all that mask for you is your symbol. For yourself, when they told you have to take it off, I mean, how did you, I mean, was that hard for you? Was that?
I'll just tell you, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready. But in the flip side of that, if I would have lost the mask, I probably wouldn't have became the Giant Killer, and I probably wouldn't have gotten the opportunities to wrestle the bigger guys.
True.
You know, so that era or that phase in my career probably would have never happened.
Good point. Good point. And my other question is, now that you're back in WWE, you have a lot. You have Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles. You have a lot of wrestlers. Is there anyone specific that you want to do a promo, do the match? Is there anyone that you want to go at?
Well, let me just clarify there. I'm not back with WWE yet.
Damn it.
But you're going to be part of the game.
It's game there.
I'm part of the game.
I saw you were a Rumble, so I was like, oh, he's back.
Now, maybe I can face AJ Styles in 2K19.
Oh, there we go.
But there's a lot of opponents. If I ever were to return, there's a lot of opponents that I would love to face. AJ being one of them, of course. Nakamura.
Oh, that's a good match.
Daniel Bryan. You know, we had a match back in the day, but we're both on another level now, like mature-wise. You know, we've been in the game for so long that I think we would just bring something different to the table. And the list can go on. You know, I can partner up with Braun.
Yeah, that's true. There we go.
You know, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor, yeah, that's true.
So there's just so much to do there.
That's true. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you, Ray.
Oh, thank you.
Out of curiosity, in the promo video for your downloadable character for 2K19, who do you think rocked the Lucha mask the best?
I actually, I should say, I wish I could have seen the mask on a little bit more because it just comes off so fast. The more as the commercial moves on, it's like the less you see the mask. But I would have to say AJ. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and Miz, I love Miz's response to when he takes off the mask. He's a pest. Yeah. Overall, incredible. The end production of that was just incredible. When I saw it, I was like, oh, I got chills. I was like, wow, that was awesome.
What's your name?
Hey, what's up? I'm Jonathan. I'm from down here. And thank you so much, Mysterio, for coming out. I do
What's
appreciate
up, Jonathan?
that.
Thank you, man.
Hell yeah, this is like surreal. Such an honor, I have to say. Your work as a babyface is incredible. Thank you. I kind of was going to ask either a current question or a past question, so I'm going to go with a real relevant topic. Do you see, since you're working right now, you've done stuff with New Japan, you've done stuff with WWE, I think it's great how you're doing that, just like Jericho, whatever. With the G1 being booked in Madison Square Garden recently, do you think you're going to end up, A, doing the G1 Supercard special, B, WrestleMania, C, even both events? I don't know where your head's at as far as that, and working with Ring of Honor too.
That's the only place I haven't been, to Ring of Honor yet. I'm actually heading back to New Japan in August. And as far as I would love to do all three of them. You know, I would love to be all over the place if that was acceptable. I would think by WWE. New Japan has no issues with me wrestling wherever I go because I'm independent. So I wouldn't mind doing all three for real. I think that's the new era of this phase of wrestling that we're going through. You know, if you're not committed, you can just pop up anywhere.
Yeah, I think it's great how you're doing that. Thanks a lot again for doing this. This is incredible. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Ray? My name's Sam. I just want to let you know that I'm such a huge fan since I'm around 9 years old. You're one of the reasons why I started watching Lucha Libre. And since I was a kid, me and my friends would always say, we would always fight, who's going to be Rey Mysterio? And I would be like, no, I want to be Rey Mysterio. And everybody I'm Batista, I'm this. No, I'm going to be, let me be Rey Mysterio. And I had
That's
a
awesome.
little,
That's awesome.
I had a little
Mask with the
pillow.
cape?
I put
Oh,
some
pillow.
pillow.
Pillow
I put holes
case.
on it, and I would say I'm Rey Mysterio.
That's awesome, man.
So I just want to let you know I admire you so much. I love your independent work. Your what you're doing in New Japan. The match you had with the villain, I think, is amazing. I loved it so much. I loved it more than Jericho's match. And the question I wanted to ask you was actually the one they just asked, about your dream matches and all that. Right. But since they already asked that, I'd like to know, what did you feel when you won the World Heavyweight Championship against Kurt Angle and Randy Orton? Like, what was going through your mind that moment when you picked up the championship? Confetti came down, and it was, for me, it's like one of the best WrestleMania moments in history.
I think it was for a lot of people that were waiting to see me champion. A lot of mixed emotions, excitement. I had sadness within me because Eddie wasn't there, and in a way that was a representation for Eddie, the title, the whole match, the build-up, all of that. So that kind of compensated the inner sadness within me. But overall, you really don't get a chance to enjoy the moment until after you settled, and I'm talking like hours after the show. Everyone's gone, and I'm back at the hotel room. And then I look at the title and realize, wow, it's finally here. We finally did it. And not me, we. Like, all of my fans, my family, my loved ones, we did it. Like, we became World Heavyweight Champion, and we've struggled for so much and so long that it's finally here. So that's when it really settles down and you're able to enjoy the moment. At that time, you're alone.
Okay, thank you so much, Ray. I love you.
Thank you, man.
How you doing,
Jeremy?
Ray? How you doing? Ray, first off, I think it's awesome that you're going to be all in.
Thank you.
I know Nick Jackson says...
What a show, huh?
I know Nick Jackson says his biggest fear is that you're going to be late because you have a red eye to catch.
I heard that.
Yeah. But
I might just be late on purpose.
my question is, it's not really a question, a little bit. Your work was unbelievable in the cruiserweights and WCW, but what really impressed me the most with your career was you had unbelievable matches with these big, stiffer workers like Big Show and Batista, and those guys just sing your praises. With your athleticism and all that, how did you have these matches, two different styles, and they were unbelievable? How did you make it work?
I'm blessed to be able to perform at the level that I've been competing for so many years. That's just a gift that God gave me, to be able to do what I do and enjoy it and do it in different variations, whether it's a high-flying style, whether it's big man style versus little man style. I think that just, as I grew within the business and matured, I started to see different angles of the picture and how to do this, how to do that. And you learn, you grow and you learn on the way, and that just gives you the ability to perform at the best level possible. But without God upstairs, I wouldn't be able to do nothing. So I'm truly blessed to be able to perform at the highest.
Thanks, Ray, for all you do and everything.
Thank you very much.
What's your
Hi.
name?
My name's Kelsey. I'm from here in Florida, and I have a question. Is it easier for you to stay in touch with some of the other wrestlers like Batista? Now that we're doing a lot more conventions, they're a lot more widespread. Is it easier to stay in contact, or were some of those just work relationships?
No, we maintain in contact. It's a lot harder, like with Dave, because he's obviously in the Hollywood world now, but with a couple of friends that I had with WWE, like Randy Orton, like Michael Chioda, some of the referees that are part of WWE, we still send texts every now and then, and of course, if we happen to be in the same town, if I'm doing an independent show and they're on the road and we happen to click, we hook up. So yeah, we try to maintain in contact as much as possible.
Cool.
Thank you.
Well, you're both also going to be in Raleigh too, right?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Are you there?
I'll be there.
Let's do it. Are we doing a panel?
I know you are. Yeah, I think I'll
You
be
better.
there. Okay.
All right.
All right. You heard it here. All right. What's your name?
My name is Jonathan from New York.
What's up, man?
How you doing? Very nervous, just FYI.
Don't be.
I want to start this by a quote from The Sandlot. Heroes are remembered, but legends never die. you and Eddie saved me when I was younger. And this kid right here loves you.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
And you and Eddie, only Hispanic wrestlers that I looked up to. And it took me a long time to get out of the street. But now I'm showing him how to grow up and be a man. Because you show me how to be a man. Take action with my own responsibility. All he does is watch your films. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I apologize for the cry fest.
You got us all crazy.
But seriously, I grew up in the worst neighborhoods, and being able to be here and be the first wrestler that I've ever met in person outside of going to an arena, it means a lot to me. And for me to be able to bring my kids up and knowing to never give up and always pursue your dream is the best message that I can send to him outside of the screen, you know. And I just want to say thank you. And when Eddie passed and everything happened, I showed him more of a history in depth in the lucha libre culture, and it's got him to want to wrestle and want to potentially try to do something like that. He's very shy, but again, this is not really a question. I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and great example and role model as a father. Thank you for following my career, and I'm truly blessed to even know that what we did helped you get to where you're at right now. So
Love, man.
thank you very much.
Whew. What's your name?
My name is Pete. I'm from Hollywood, Florida.
What's up, Pete?
My question is, do you feel like there's like a glass ceiling over 205 Live with the cruiserweights that they can't like mix it up with the rest of the roster? Because like they're all such talented guys. And
The way I look at it, and I could be wrong, I think they're building up talent to eventually, whenever they're ready, pass them on over to the big roster, you know, Raw or SmackDown. But overall, you know, they have so much to fulfill with the network that NXT is like its own brand, you know, and they just mix up within each other. So I think eventually stars are going to be pulled out and brought over to the big roster.
all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Respect always.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Kenny, and I wanted to ask Rey if right now there's the 205 roster, the Raw roster, and the SmackDown roster. If you would come back to WWE again, which roster would you join?
I'll tell you, it'd be hard for me to keep up with the 205 roster.
I know you would bring it on the map.
Man. I can probably do one a month, if that. I think I would probably hit either Raw or SmackDown. I actually love the talent on SmackDown right now. There's just much more competition on SmackDown, so probably SmackDown.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask another question. When you used to wrestle in WWE, which one of your matches that you had was your favorite one out of all of them?
Wow, I've had so many, but the one that stands out to me right now is SummerSlam. My first ever pay-per-view SummerSlam in New York, in Nassau Coliseum, against Kurt Angle.
Thank you, Rey.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, let's try to see if we can get through the rest of these questions, and then we'll let you get down to your table. All right, what's your name?
My name is Roberto Garcia, and I'm from Miami, Florida.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Rey, I just want to say, when I was a little kid, I loved watching you and Eddie Guerrero. May he rest in peace.
Thank you.
And even though I haven't watched wrestling in a while, but it's a great honor to speak to you right now. But I do want to ask you this. It's been bugging my head for a few days now. How'd you come up with the 619?
Actually, the 619 is a move that's been around for quite some time. Not in the way I do it, but it was just done as a feint or pretending that you were going to dive outside and you just circle back into the ring. And next thing you know, it popped up where, what if I put a guy next to the ropes and I hit him with my feet?
All right, thank you kindly, Ray. Thank you kindly, Ray. Praise the Lord, God is good. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Man.
Okay, they asked for a demonstration. Unfortunately, like I'm the closest person, so that's probably not a good idea. We'll work on it.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Jose. John Cena was down here not so long ago in Orlando for MegaCon.
Right.
And he was talking about the NXT roster. I don't know if you follow the NXT roster right now. And they asked him, who do you think is going to be the future?
Mm-hmm.
He obviously said Velveteen Dream. I'm curious to see who you think is going to be the next future for WWE.
I mean, we were just talking about him right now.
So you say it's going to be Ricochet?
Oh, without a doubt.
Without a doubt?
I mean, the moment I stepped in the ring with him and I wrestled in Lucha Underground.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, this kid is just incredible.
As Prince Puma?
I mean, as Prince Puma. And he's incredible in every aspect of the word. Like, he doesn't just do the high-flying stuff. He does the high-flying, and he can make the other guy, the high flyer, look good, crystal clear good.
So you thought they had the best match with Ricochet and Velveteen Dream at the last NXT TakeOver?
Yeah, and I think he has so much more to give. I mean, you just wait.
I got you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
What's your name?
Hello, my name is Kirk. I'm from Miami. I wanted to ask you, in 2006, when you won Royal Rumble in Miami, I wanted to know what was going on through your mind, like before your entrance and after your entrance.
That's when I came out with the lowrider.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Man, everything was just so emotional because it felt like a cloud. You know, Eddie's passing and just so much stuff going on at the time. I had heard that I was going to become champion, and you know, with the emotions of, oh wow, you know, I'm going to win the Rumble. I'm going to become champion, but Eddie's not here. You know, so just a cloud of mixed emotions. But overall, at the end of the day, after everything settled, again, that's when I was able to really enjoy the moment and kind of take a deep breath and let it all out and just move on to the next phase.
Also, another question I would like to ask is, from a person that wants to start a wrestling career, what would you recommend their first move to be?
First move is conditioning. Trying to, if you don't lift weights, obviously look at getting a good physique in order to move on to a wrestling ring, or condition-wise, find a proper school, proper wrestling school, because there are so many out there that just take your money and don't teach you what you need to know to step in the ring.
Right.
And I think once you make it to that point, if anything that they tell you to do you feel uncomfortable doing, speak out, because that's how you get injured.
Okay.
Let them know.
Thank you.
All right.
What's your name?
My name is Jamil. I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida.
What's up?
Great, great. Obviously, you're like my second favorite wrestler.
Oh, who's your first?
Rob Van Dam.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? Okay.
But you're still up top 5, you know.
You made the top 5, right? Congratulations, right?
I wish.
You did it.
I wish I would have been number 1 now. And when RVD was here, you should have told him he was number 1.
Now, I am going to, I don't mean to make this a hard question to ask you, but fast forwarding to 9 years to the Royal Rumble of 2015, you know, having that 30th spot.
Ooh.
How did you handle, you know, coming out, you know?
It was weird.
Yeah.
I've never been booed in my life. And it wasn't so much of a boo, but it was, and it doesn't hit you at the time, it hits you afterwards. For some reason, just everything that when it happened at the moment, you your adrenaline is going, and you're just acting on reflex. So you don't really have time to think about the situation. But after seeing the whole thing go down, I was like, wow, why didn't I just go back? And I did say this afterwards. I should have just went back and given my spot to Daniel Bryan, because he was right in the gorilla position. So I would have loved to have thought of that in the moment. Came out, if I heard all the boos or the yes or the no, I even forgot what happened. I would have just gave my spot. But I think I was put in a bad position right there. Hey, it happens. It happens. Live and learn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for everything.
Well, only cheers here, Ray. We got you. Top 5. Here we go. All right. What's your name?
I'm Ryan from Fort Lauderdale, and
What's up,
it's
Ryan?
not so much a question. I just wanted to thank you for all your just wonderful high-flying luchador skills. You were the first wrestler I ever saw before I even saw WWE. It was a tag team with Trish Stratus.
Damn.
It was just awesome. From there, I started watching you from SmackDown to Raw to SmackDown, and I'm a 6'6" guy, and I'm like screaming like a fangirl right now on the inside, like hardcore.
Can we hear?
Wanna know,
No.
Oh, no, unless you want to blow out your ears. I just want to give you a big old hug, man. Can I?
Sure, man.
All right, our final 4 questions. What's your name?
My name is Mario. I'm from Homestead. I have a question, but he
took it from you.
Yeah, no, not that he took it from me. He took what I was gonna do.
You wanted a hug?
Freeze hole. No, I just wanted to shake your hand, like give you a big hug.
Yeah, man.
Because I've been a fan since like 2005. You know, I started watching right before Eddie passed.
Right.
I watched the Homecoming Raw, and then a week later he was gone. So like.
That was your first show.
Yeah,
right before Eddie passed.
What's your name?
Hello, my name's Alan from Little Havana. Hey, real quick, growing up a small guy from elementary to high school and being like a prime target of bullying, like you're the biggest inspiration to anyone who's ever been bullied. And that's like a really big thing for me, that seeing small little dude take on a 500-pound monster and bring him down to his knees was like incredible. The question was, during the 2006 Royal Rumble, whatever happened to the lowrider he came out on?
We were just borrowing them. You know what? I believe Batista kept one of those.
That's pretty cool.
No, in a good way.
True.
Either he bought the last lowrider that and he has a whole mural of Eddie on the back side of the trunk. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
That's pretty cool. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back.
Yeah, hi. I figured why not, of course. So another like more recent kind of question. You know, with New Japan being, not New Japan, NXT being such a much better product than Raw and SmackDown. Like, if you could have like a match with anybody ever for any reason, like on NXT, I mean, you got like Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Aleister Black. I mean, Velveteen Dream, Ricochet again.
He's naming the whole roster for you right
I mean,
now.
just the top guys, EC3. I mean, there's so many storylines you could do. Like, who would you like be like, yeah, I want to wrestle with like that guy, like 7 months from now or something crazy?
Let me ask you this: Why do you think NXT is just much more of a better product than Raw and SmackDown?
So much better.
Just because of the wrestling, right?
Yes.
You don't have that much wrestling on Raw and SmackDown, or you almost feel like they're being held back.
Yeah, with the talent like Finn Balor and like Braun Strowman and Kevin Steen, you can have like all these like incredible 5-star matches every night on cable television.
And you don't,
Yeah.
I want to see you with Cien Almas.
Yes, him and Cien Almas would be an amazing match.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I just actually saw the match he had with Sin Cara last week. Yeah, it was really good. Probably Velvet.
Oh, wow. I didn't even see that answer
Yeah.
coming. That would be incredible.
Yeah.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, I
Thank you
think
so much.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
All right, Ray, it's our final question.
Yes.
What's your name?
Oscar. Ray, what's your what match would you like to see the most?
To see the most in general between anybody? Or do you have somebody in particular?
No, like anyone, yeah.
Anyone? I would love to see Rey Mysterio versus Marty Scurll in New Japan. It's a good one, huh?
Who do we contact, Ray? Let's make that happen.
Let me text right now.
You got the text. Any final thoughts? Or are you really gonna text him right? He's like, yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it right now, guys. On the phone.
That happens right now. No, I've always loved interacting with my fans. So this is actually the calm, peace, tranquility that I love in interacting. Before I go out signing and spend a couple hours and taking pictures and doing autographs. So thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for staying here.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
One more time for Rey Mysterio, everybody!